The one on the left, that's pin oak. Shit look just like sugar maple, don't it? That's like the only time I had a problem identifying an oak species. The one on the right, that's maple, but the one on the left, pin oak. Same bark structure and everything. So this right here is the pin oak. That's what all this is. Pin oak. This right here, maple. It's hard maple right here. But look at the bark, and you can tell it's structured the same. Except on camera, this one looks a little bit greener. This one looks a little bit grayer. But as far as the ridges, you see those shallow ridges. Same thing over here. And then too, if you're from afar, you're not gonna get much help from looking at it from this angle, especially if it's bucked up and there's no leaves around to help you identify what is what. So it's easy to mistake this hard maple for pin oak. But this is pin oak and this is maple. Then too, the age of the tree determines the outcome of the bark. So an older pin oak is gonna have, the bark won't be, the grooves won't be as shallow. But they look the same. But yeah, anyway, all this big wood don't make them like they used to. Nah, that's alright. Yeah, all this my premium cooking wood right here. No bark. Cut all the bark off for you guys. Cause y'all a bunch of divas out there. All of it cut to the same length. They're not all uniform, but they're close. Uniform in length, that is. It's pin oak. That's gonna give you a good flavor profile on your brisket. Your beef ribs, anything beef related. And this sugar maple, that's gonna give you a good flavor profile on your baked goods. How come you take off and burn the bark? Good question, Tyrone. I'm glad you asked. In America, we have a lot of divas. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm one of them. That think the bark is undesirable, not only for aesthetic reasoning, but the bark on a lot of wood tends to ash over your food whenever you lift the lid open on your grill. First thing that ashes up, curls over and blows away is the bark. So when you take the bark off, you reduce the amount of ash that flies around, may fly up in your face, smack you upside the head, coat whatever food you cooking with. So I do it for aesthetic reasons and just the sheer utility of it. And then too, it sells easier. Like, look at this. It sells, this is gonna sell better than something with bark on it, because people gonna see this and be like, damn, he fucking the game up with that. Let me go ahead and get that. So marketing wise, it's more profitable It makes the customer feel safer for some fucking reason. I don't know, but the customer is always right. And it looks better. So if somebody didn't know this was my wood, this isn't like the coffee game. This shit is purely based on product. If somebody didn't know that this was my wood and this was a barkless piece laying here, and then another piece next to it that had bark on it, 9 times out of 10, people are going to buy the stuff with no bark on it. Huh? That's product quality. Then you'll know, they'll be like, yo, that's BG wood. You'll be like, oh, okay. I didn't pick the wood because it's BG's wood. I just picked it because it's a superior product. I always try to go the extra step to show people I care, the people who I'm dealing with that actually care about what I do. That's why I took the time out to learn my wood, so I'm not just selling people anything. And people have questions. People love to question you on what it is you're selling. And my first year of doing this, I didn't fucking know. I just go pick something up, split it up. I had various size pieces. Some pieces were 8 inches, some pieces were 12 inches, and they would just, and people be like, yo, what kind of wood is this? I'd be like, I don't, I don't, I don't know. I just really don't know. I don't want that, man. I was on some paraplegic shit. I don't know. But, a lot of people, they don't want to deal with you when you don't know. And it's a lot of ground to cover when you need to identify wood species for a superior product that you're offering to the public. So I had to get on it. One of the reasons why I only sell oak, I know you didn't ask me all this, Tyrone. I'm just happy to talk about things like this. One of the reasons why I only sell oak, all my wood walls are oak, is because I know oak. I'm sticking to what I know. So if anybody has any questions, I can answer them, and I can make them understand what it is they're getting involved with concerning oak. It's my strong suit, so to speak. It's not like elm. I'm weak in elm. Like, I don't really know my elm woods. You got Siberian elm, red elm, North American elm, daisy elm. You got all these different types of elm, and I'm none the wiser when it comes to that shit. Just a little bit. But oak is what I know. So that's what I have. That's what I sell. That's why people think I'm an expert on trees when I'm really fucking not. I just stay in my lane, And the only thing I offer is within my lane. So that's why I try to, that's definitely why I take the bark off, though. For the looks, for marketing, and to reduce the amount of ash. More bark, more ash. On wood like this, you really don't have to take the bark off, but it's what I do. It's my signature move, so I did it. This is all pin oak. But you see how smooth this bark is? Oak wood doesn't ash over like, say, cherry and maple and apple wood does. But cherry wood, you definitely want to take the bark off. A lot of people don't because they don't know no better. But cherry wood wild black cherry in particular has that flaky kind of bark, and as soon as fire touches it, the ash is going all over the place. So you want to take that off so you can provide your customer with the ultimate wood cooking experience. I may not be able to provide y'all with the best quality live streaming experience, but I can provide you people with the best quality cooking wood experience. So that's why I do that. That's why Once again, for the new people, this is pin oak. This is red oak. No, shit, I got that fucked up. This is pin oak. Pin oak is red oak. There's a group called red oak. All oaks are classified under one of two groups: red oak or white oak. This oak that you're looking at right here, this is called pin oak. The group that this pin oak is in is called the red oak group. So technically speaking, you can just call this red oak and you'll be okay. But me getting super technical and being super Crip blood about it, I'm going to call it out exactly for what it is. It's pin oak, which is in the red oak group. You can tell the difference between red oaks, like this pin oak, and white oak, because the red oak has pointed leaf tips. White oak has rounded leaf tips. That's their giveaway number one right there, huh? Remember that. Red oak, pointy leaf tips. White oak, rounded leaf tips. Once you understand that, you can work on exactly what type of oak in the subgroup you're dealing with. For me, this right here is pin oak. Black oak is also in the red oak group, but it has more of a, it has deeper grooves. Like you'll know black oak and it has a blacker tint to it. Make great boards. This is good stuff right here. This right here is maple. That shit got me. I done picked up a whole bunch of this shit inadvertently. But I got it. I've been making baked goods with it. Perfect. It's a hard maple. Yeah, I have a trailer full of pin oak up there that I'm unloading right now, and I gotta get that out of here because it's cooking season, so people won't be outside cooking, and people want their wood. Oh, and my wood for commercial smokers, I don't take the bark off. So all that right there, that's chimney wood, firewood for the winter. People use that in they 500-gallon smokers, the commercial smokers. This stuff right here, this for the residential smokers. So you seen my offset smoker is just a Oklahoma Joe's Highland. Like you can pick that up at any big box store, Lowe's, Home Depot. The firebox isn't but so big. So I have these are custom cuts. I make sure that each piece is no longer than 12 inches and no shorter than 11 inches. I am extremely autistic, as they say, about my wood. I make sure that this shit is right. You're not gonna have a problem putting this in your firebox. So that's pretty much the deal right there. I love oak. I really do. That's the only tree I need in my life. I like maple too though, you know, but it just doesn't, I bond on a deeper level when I'm cutting into oak. And you have a down oak tree, you can smell it. It has like that pickle smell. It's like the pickled tree. It's just unmistakable. So here's all my bark. That right here. See that? See? People don't want that. If you buy a piece of cooking wood and you got that on there, it's undesirable. See? See that? Ain't nothing wrong. You can use it. I just don't, you know. Like some people don't care. They'll throw whatever in the smoker, keep going. But I am somewhat of a perfectionist. If I were to get a request that somebody wanted firewood for the chimney or the outdoor fire pit, and they didn't want bark on there, I'll get that done too. I'll knock out a quarter cord tops. I'm not gonna do no full cord like that, but you get a quarter cord tops, it's gonna run you a lot more. But I'll do like 16-inch lengths, no bark on it. I don't know, no one has ever requested that. And since we're talking about business and wood, and since you're asking questions, Tyrone, one of the other reasons I have nothing but oak in my vicinity is because a couple years ago, when I had mixed wood and I was going around the barbecue joints, everybody told me they want oak. Everybody. Like, everybody cooks with oak around here. This is a staple in Virginia for barbecue, for cooking wood in general. It doesn't matter if you have a cauldron on a fire. Everybody wants oak. All the breweries, all the barbecue spots, all the restaurants. So I'm dealing with like 3 restaurants right now. So I said, instead of just getting any old type of wood and splitting it up and letting it season, I'm only going to do oak, because oak takes longer to season than any other wood. And then too, that's all people want. So it was in that moment I realized that diversity was not my strength. I need oak. And then you got the few people, they like, yo, cherry, you got any cherry? But they're few and far between. I don't get enough cherry requests to just justify having a cherry wood wall, or even a partial cherry wood wall. And no one ever, I have never been asked for any fruit woods at all. Not plum, not peach, not pear, not apple. No one ever has asked me for any fruit woods. I repeat, no one. Shout out to my Virginia folk. They know what's up. They all want oak. So that's what the fuck they gonna get. Got any poplar? I used to when I first started, but I got a complaint about that. I didn't even really know what I was doing, and I had poplar and I split it up, and it was seasoned too. And I knew something was up with poplar, even though I didn't know shit about anything, just because of how light it was. And I felt like if I were to set this on fire, it would go up in flames immediately and be done with. I dropped off, I did a half cord, and I had a lot of poplar. Like, you can get that shit cheap, it's free. People will drop the shit off at your door. And I dropped it off, and I got a cut, and dude said, yo, you gave me all poplar. And I said, oh, that's what that was? He didn't make a special request or anything, but he said, yeah, it's poplar. And the dude never called me back again. I never dealt with him again. Never. And I know why. He didn't have to say why, but I know. It was because it was fucking poplar. Like, a lot of people, they don't want that for firewood. Maybe boards, for fence posts. You take poplar logs, that's for the sawmill. Oak is too, and walnut and all these things. But I'm just saying, like, in general, poplar, like this fence right here, that's poplar. You know, make great decking boards, not like oak. I got oak boards on my trailer. But yeah, you know, like, nobody wants that. Nobody, I learned about pine too. Nobody wants that shit neither. I don't even want it. It smells good when you first start cutting it, but then it starts giving you a headache. And then it pops just relentlessly. That shit, you put pine in the fire pit, you put pine in your chimney, you're gonna be running for cover. Now, seasoned pine is a different story, but yeah, no one gives a fuck about pine down here. That's for the Canadians. They love it. Can't get enough of it. Shout out to my Canadian folk. But yeah, ain't nothing wrong with pine. I'm just not gonna waste my time harvesting pine, bringing pine home, loading up pine, only for people around here to be like, we don't want pine. People came, they said they want oak. That's why I said demand and supply. I don't operate on supply and demand. I operate on demand and supply. Supply and demand, you kind of need subversive tactics to make that work. You got to be real subversive. Because in order for you to say supply and demand, that means you have to supply it before people demand it. That means you done put your money into it before it's even became a thing, like how Trump did the vaccines. That means you got to use subversive tactics to get people to want it via marketing or whatever else the case may be. But what people naturally, organically move towards and truly desire, that's the demand right there. And that's what I supply. It is more profitable to operate on the whole supply and demand thing because you can kind of coerce and cajole and manipulate using emotionally manipulative tactics to get your customer base to be invested in your product. But I don't do things like that. Wind tree, yeah. Texas has cedar everywhere. Y'all got mesquite too. Y'all just got mesquite growing down there too. 3-stage creosote. Yeah. What's your thumbnail? Pin oak. This is pin oak, and this is maple. I was just showing how similar they look in appearance. Now, if you had the leaves, you'd be able to tell them apart immediately. Because the maple tree, you already know what the leaf looks like. Canadian flag, woo woo woo. The pin oak, it's a red oak. So it's going to have that traditional pointed leaf tip that the white oaks don't have. But all red oaks do have. And then the smell. If you were to like stab this or scratch it and sniff, you're going to get sour pickle. If you scratch and sniff this, it's going to smell like pancakes. But they look similar. I was just saying, so I accidentally got a whole bunch of this thinking it was pin oak, but it was maple. Because I wasn't even thinking, I had my mind on something else. And I wasn't even paying attention to the scent, the smell, or nothing. But this bad boy right here is going to get your attention. And all this is pin oak. Because people want their cooking wood. I told you early BG, hardwood, buddy. They just got you to get poplar limbs out their yard. Doing great though. Yeah, pretty much. You got to work. And then one thing about this oak life, you got to work for it. Not only does it take longer to see, this shit just heavy as hell. Which is one of the reasons I invested in a skid steer. Because I like getting the big round. I'm talking about like 26 diameter and up. All the little small stuff, I'm really not into unless I'm doing cooking wood. Yeah, that's how that go. Any other questions? Cedar wood smells so good. Yeah, they used to use cedar wood for the playgrounds. Like the wood chips and the mulch. BG, how'd you get so good at handling wood? There you go, being all pansexual and whatnot, Daniel Lutz. There you go, being a baby. I don't know what the fuck you are. I don't know, making comments like that. I used to think you were a dude. But you say the most feminine, the most female-oriented shit possible. You're a pansexual until further notice. I live in Clear Lake. But yeah, I got good at handling wood because you got to build up a little bit of muscle mass. You know, I mean, that shit is important. I learned how to wield. I learned how to wield dual picaroons. Fuck you mean? How you gonna get good at handling wood? You can't even wield dual picaroons. Fuck you mean? That's one of the reasons why I don't just want the tree service backing up and dumping shit, because they'll dump anything on you. They'll dump a whole bunch of shit that you just don't want just because the shit you do want is mixed in. Boy, I tell you what, Rock Hill Farm be getting his, the dude I watch on YouTube, and they say like, yeah, oak. Man, they'll bring oak, poplar, it's fucking pine mixed in there, sycamore in there. Like, damn, then it'd be big blocks too. This ain't the shit you could just readily discard. They drop and go. Like, it's free. I'd be like, man, fuck that. Now I got to manhandle this shit I don't want. Pin oak is stringy and be ashy. No, it doesn't. It splits just like black oak. It's literally the same. No red oak is stringy. All the shady cuts from trimming down trees. Man, the trees, sir, they gonna drop off this shit with the huge knots in it too. These ain't no regular knots, let me tell you. I tell you what, these are mutant knots. These shit just don't want to die. These are the don't want to die knots. Yeah. These shits right here, you be like, man, look. The forget-me-nots. I said pin, homie. Yeah, you said pin oak is stringy. I'm telling you from experience and a lot of it that pin oak is not stringy. I'm telling you that pin oak is comparable to black oak, seeing as they're both red oaks and they are not stringy. Yeah, the juggernauts. That was a good one. Faith, can you get Emmanuel? Yeah, get Emmanuel Jenkins a yogurt, please. Rest in peace, Black Phillip. Yeah. BG, I'm a Marine. That should explain most of it. It doesn't explain it to me, but okay. Uh, it is what it is. Faith, give Daniel Lutz a yogurt, please. He's a Marine. Or she's a Marine. They're female Marines. Are they female Marines? They are, aren't they? I'm not talking about the ones that make sandwiches for everybody in the barracks. I'm talking about the people that run in front of gunfire. I don't know. I miss Patrice O'Neal. He was so funny and never boring to hear his stories on Q&A. Why the fuck are we talking about Patrice O'Neal? Did I just bore you? Who brought up Patrice O'Neal? BG, have you listened to Patrice O'Neal when he was on Opie and Anthony show? I can't get enough. Yeah, I know who Patrice O'Neal is. Who? Oak is Oak, BG. Inclusivity. Duh. Yeah. Barricade, can we start referring to Black Oak as Urban Oak? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Last night, Owen said, run his fade. Owen will whoop my ass. And I'll press charges. I tell on that nigga. And then I'm going to report him to the IRS anonymously. Don't fuck with me. Marines eat crayons. Marines eat crayons. Yeah, I've heard that. No, Patrice called himself the Black Dr. Phil. Oh, okay. Patrice called himself the Black Phil, Dr. Phil. Okay. It's an inside joke about Marines and crayons. Okay. I'm not an insider. I'm an outsider looking in. And I think Daniel Lutz is pansexual, so his Marine excuse doesn't really do it for me. But as long as you understand Matthew Mouth Noise, then that's good enough for me. Bah, snitches. Hell yeah, I'm telling on that nigga. I tell everything. They wouldn't even have to bring me no Newport 100 and an apple juice. I'm telling. Before they Mirandize me and read me my rights. Come on up the mountain sometime, BG. I'll explain it. Nah, I don't want to be on that mountain. Hell no. Well, hell no, nigga. That mountain broke back. I don't want no parts of that mountain or your explanation of it. We had females in my squad in the Army. My battle buddy was a female. I was just not, I noticed females in the Army, in the military. I was just thinking, like, specific, like, I didn't know, like, because I'm not well versed in things American military. So I know, like, the different divisions. Like I thought most women were in the Air Force. Like, that's for women folk. But as far as, like, yeah, I mean, yeah. We had female, yeah. Alright, shout out to Charleston White. Hell yeah. Um, hell yeah, shout out Charleston White. I tell on that nigga too. We got females on submarines now, BG. I mean, it's like, it seems safe down there in the submarine. They could man a submarine, just safe things. Like safe task, like a nurse. A fucking nurse. A bunch of nurses. A bunch of non-Filipino nurses. Like that's typically, you know, females' role. Wasn't Demi Moore in the Navy SEALs? Demi Moore, Dirty Dancing Nights. That's every woman above 40 years old favorite movie. It's just like Dirty Dancing Nights. Like, alright. That shit is in all they bios. That shit was on their Facebook page under favorite movies. Is it safe for a female to be a cop than in the military? Mainly because cops don't typically have a dangerous job. They pretend, man, cops do have a dangerous job. That shit is dangerous. And female cops do get their ass beat. Female COs get their ass beat. Yeah, your day out there on the road, that shit, and you in that squad, that shit may be your last. You just don't depend on what type of cop. Like traffic cops, you know, shit real too. You may be looking at your laptop and get smacked. You may be on the side of the road on your little speed trap bullshit, and a drunk driver or a high driver that just smoked a pound of weed just kind of veer off and smack you while you sitting off to the side type shit. You may do a traffic stop and get clipped. You may pull over the wrong nigga and he shoot the shit out you. Yeah, that shit ain't nothing to, yeah. That shit ain't all cookies and butter. I see you parasailing. I see you. You parasailing bitch. That's why I just squished you. I ain't gonna let you live. You too small. Barricade, have you listened to Nick Hinton? He's the truth. I'm definitely not gonna listen to him now that you said he's the truth. I don't trust not Ned nigga telling me to listen to somebody that they claim is the truth. You could just say, have you listened to Nick Hinton? Nah, that truth shit, nah, I'll pass. Nope. I don't even know who that is. As a citizen, getting pulled over by a cop that night may be your last. That's true, but we were talking about cops. We're not talking about citizens. You want to hear the truth? Give your dad a 6-pack. Hell yeah, go get your dad a Bud Light and listen to the truth. BG, you can be a citizen and get hit by a high driver. A cop's danger is no more than any citizens. They put themselves in more danger than the public does. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Daniel Lutz. A cop's job is dangerous for the reason you just said so. They put themselves in more danger than the average citizen does. This isn't about what you think of cops. We're dealing with a topic here. Is a cop's job dangerous? Yes. Yes, it is. That's just like saying a coal miner's job is no more dangerous than any other regular citizen's job. It's just they put themselves in more danger by going into the coal mine and inhaling bullshit. See? The job in and of itself is dangerous. Right? It is the job that is dangerous. You might hear some truths that you never wanted. Who, from your dad? The worst thing he could tell you is if you a girl that he wanted a boy, he wanted another boy, but you came out. Shit. Well, ain't nothing you don't already know. By the time you're an adult, there's pretty much nothing your dad can tell you that'll really shock you. He'd be like, yo, I wish you were a boy. You were like, I know that. I can tell kind of by the way you raised me and acted towards me. It is what it is. Be like, all right, just letting you know, I love you though. Or your dad can shock the fuck out you and tell you he got a family on the other side of town. Yeah, your dad can tell you, hey, remember Miss Sandra? Like, yeah, what happened to her? Like, yeah, that's, yeah, I got 5 kids by her. Like, damn, when did you have that? Like, after I met your mom and married your mom. They're all younger than you, too. Does mom know about this? Not really. Yeah, that'll shock you. Your dad telling you some shit like that, that won't shock you. BG, you ever work with females? Define work. Define, what does that mean? What does work with females mean? You have to define that for me. I don't know what that means. He worked with BG Duck. Yeah, we met at the car wash. I was making $8. She was making $9 an hour. Being a cop is 99% boredom, 1% emergency. Well, we can always ask Hillbilly Hard when he gets on here. Hey, y'all gotta chill. Old Darn might be sulking. Shout out to Old Darn. That's my best friend. I didn't see you greet me, Ivory. I was waiting for my warm welcome with curdled milk. Faith, can you get Jessica Shea yogurt, please? That curdled milk comment was funny. Old Darn is your BFF. Hell yeah. Me and Old Darn go back like 4 flats on a Cadillac. He called him a loser yesterday. I think it took him by surprise. I mean, he is a loser. Did y'all not see the short that I was watching? Y'all been the old darn channel. Y'all seen the short? He had a pellet smoker. Well, I'm not gonna cut him no slack because he my best friend forever. Nah, nigga, that's a pellet smoker right there. Yeah, I gotta get on you. You a loser. And that go for the rest of yous. But to all the men out there, if you have a grill that has to be plugged into a wall, you're a loser. Yeah, I'm not recanting that statement neither. What do you think of electric smokers? Loser! I had to charge the loser. You are a loser. Fuck you, man. Your shit just gotta be plugged into a wall. Hell no, nigga. Come get this cooking wood. Using electric grills and electric smokers is like throwing up the middle finger to big wood, and I can't have that. Hell no. Every time you plug your outdoor grill into a wall, I gotta plug it in. You saying fuck you to big wood. Nah, go get you a smoker, home, and use wood. I use a charcoal grill. All right, you're not a loser, but you're not the full loser. You're just a loo. You're a loo. Yeah, you're not a loser. You're a loo. You're a Louie. Yeah, you just a Louie. You use a charcoal grill. You a Louie. Yeah, you got the losers, the Louies, and then you got the winners. I only use George Foreman grills. I grew up on the George Foreman grill. You're an old person. I can't call you a loser. You're just an old person. My mom loved that George Foreman grill. Hey, shout out to the George Foreman. That shit was portable as fuck too. Yeah, I like the George Foreman grill. Yo, Nicholas Kane. What up, Lil Big and Acapulco? Nah, the George Foreman, that shit take me back. That shit take me back like the Kirby vacuum cleaner. All types of memories. Thomas Edison hates you right now, BG. Fuck him. BG talking about electric grills like he ain't got an electric stove. See what you did there, Granny's Blue Waffle? You're comparing apples to watermelons. Most people have an electric stove of some capacity. Some people have gas, but nonetheless, when you say grill or offset smoker, you're referring to an outdoor cooking tool. And when you're doing the outdoor cooking thing and you need an electric and you need an outlet, that defeats the purpose of cooking outdoors. You're supposed to cook like how your ancestors cooked. Give or take a few modifications. But you have the enclosed thing that absorbs the wood flavor profile, and you got the open thing um uh that you can just rotisserie style some shit. Then you got many different styles, but they all involve wood and they don't involve electricity. BG, you gotta put Tajin, you gotta put Tajin on watermelon and connect with your Irish roots. I connect with my Irish roots by saying petrol. I don't need that extra shit. Nah, I say petrol station. I need to stop and get some petrol for my truck. We need the petrol station. They don't like saying gas over there. Hell yeah, I need to fill up my petrol cans now. The original Irish were black with blue eyes. Nicholas Canada. Nicholas Canada with the joke. You ain't got to tell me, nigga, I'm Irish as fuck. Yeah. Who's your good boy? You're a good boy. Who wants an Oakwood cookie? Who wants a hazelnut? Talking to my squirrel. BG is a leprechaun. Hell yeah, 5'1", I get shit done. BG, why do say vehicle like BG, why do say vehicle the way you do? Is not all Americans, right? You mean you're saying how come I say vehicle like how I do? You know many black people with blue eyes? Yeah. The Negrito people, of whom I'm a descendant, but the blue eye is a recessive gene, a recessive trait. So down the line, you know, that shit recessive as fuck. That shit fleeting. But hell yeah, them Negrito nigga people out there, man, that shit, all you gotta do, type in Negrito. You gonna see a whole bunch of niggas with blue eyes and blonde hair running the fuck around. Creole. Yeah, shout out to the Creole people. Negrito sound like an alcoholic drink, BG. It does, doesn't it? Vehicle is pronounced vehicle. Vehicle. Yeah, I can see it. I don't know how I'm saying vehicle wrong. Am I saying it weird like vehicle? How the fuck do you say it? I don't even know when the last time I said vehicle. I usually say car. Benzino would know this. Jesse Lee Peterson got blue eyes. That's why he's white on the inside. Most people just say piece of shit. Yeah. He loves white people. I love white people too. Shit. It's that southern slang. What's southern slang? Vehicle? There's a cocktail called Negroni. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm talking like a northerner right now. I'm not even on no southern slang shit. I love that dude. He's like, you're not gay, thank God. Who, Jesse Lee Peterson? Nah, fuck him. He wouldn't let me on his show. He replaced me with Destiny. Yeah, he was supposed to have me on the program. Done stood me up and brought on Destiny, the live streamer dude who lets his woman have sex with other men, apparently. Yeah, nah, fuck Jesse Lee Peterson. I'm going to judge his spirit by his actions. I'm going to judge his past, present, and future by what he did. Now, I'm going to use this as the standard for judging his parents. They failed that little nigga. I'm going to judge his soul. You don't stand me up. I'm going to judge him as a man. He ain't shit. He stood me up. I'm joking, man. Shout out to Jesse Lee Peterson. You don't got to have me on your broadcast, man. I get it. There ain't no hard feelings for real, for real. Destiny is fine, but I prefer Destiny's Child. That's amazing. Yeah. Hey, and then Jesse Lee Peterson had the nerve to blow me off for Destiny. Then he went and brought on Made by Jim Bob. I'm like, yo, you just don't see me here? You just gonna skip past me and go to Jim Bob? Really, nigga? Yeah, so now I don't like Jim Bob. Yeah, I'm jealous. Now I don't like Jim Bob. How the fuck he gonna skip over me and go to Jim? Now I don't like neither one of them niggas. I'm jealous as hell. I'm like, how the fuck you ain't gonna put me, you supposed to have me on. Then you put Destiny on. You don't come back and get me and be like, all right, we gonna put you on. Nah, you just go straight to Made by Jim Bob. You just gonna get him. Now I'm cursing at the sky, wondering why God don't like me. Yeah, now I'm mad at God at this point. Shit, fuck you mean, nigga. Yeah, I hate God too. Yeah, I don't like Jesse Lee Peterson. I don't like Made by Jim Bob. I don't like Destiny. I don't like God now. God done sat up there. You done let him pick him over me. Now I'm just bitter. Now my whole life is ruled by rage for the actions that other people choose to do that don't include me. Now when I shit, it comes out in ball format. It looks like goat turd. Now my shit, now I got a stomach ulcer. Now I hate my fucking life. I hate my fucking life now. Huh? You know what that's like? Hating your life? Having a stomach ulcer? Pooping goat turds? My shit just locked up like this, cuz. I hate my life so much now, I got an unlimited migraine. And it's all Jesse Lee Peterson's fault. My wife done left me because I'm irritable from having an unlimited migraine and pooping goat pellets and having a stomach ulcer and feeling like I'm not man enough. Now my dick don't get hard. And it's all Jesse Lee Peterson's fault. It's all his fucking fault. He did this to me, and God let him do it. That's when all the Christian folk, they come in, that's no paragon. What God? I'm like, if God is real, then how come my dick don't get hard? You can't tell me shit. God can't be real. My dick don't get hard. It's Jesse Lee Peterson's fault, and it's God's fault. Even though I don't believe in God, I'm gonna blame the nigga, because it's his fucking fault. What's going on in the chat? Talking about Speedos, X-rated. Who the fuck in here talking about Speedos? Hell nah, nigga, that's some Owen Benjamin shit right there. That nigga put on the Speedo and touched tummies with Bobby Lee. Blacks always blaming someone else. And it's your fucking fault. it's your fucking fault. Vincino, I need a brain cleanse. Do you need to put that vanilla Dutch down then, Jessica She? How you gonna say you need a brain cleanse with the vanilla Dutch in between your fingers? You gotta put that backwood down. Return the grape cigarello you just bought. Get a gas station back that pineapple White Owl. You too, Diamond Sauce. Diamond Sauce being here acting like I don't know he's a incessant weed head too. No, we're Virginians. We don't do that. That's not what we do here. Ought to talk to Tommy Sotomayor. Man, shout out Tommy Sotomayor, man. He got beat. He got the beat. He got beat. The one rebellious woman beat him up on the Fresh and Fit podcast. He got built on Jessica. She be watching that shit. She know what I'm talking about. I'm ignorant to Dutchess. What makes it a pineapple one? The shape or the taste? It's the flavoring they put on there. Are you ready for the draft? What draft? To fight who? What they talking about in the news? We at war. BG, what should Benjamin do if his career ends? Provide for them 4 boys. And don't take that shit personally. A lot of men, when they lose their job or whatever it is that they do that allows them to provide a nice wife for their spouse and their offspring, they get bitter. And that bitterness causes them to turn towards drinking. And then they become as if a whole different person. They become the people that you see, but it's just kids going to see that shit. You know, that's why a lot, like when you look back in the 60s and 70s, a lot of factory jobs like Motown and like when the Chrysler plant and GM and all that left Detroit, those were good paying jobs for them people. Ford, working in the factories. When them people got sent home, you can support a family of 5 working at the Chrysler factory. When them men got sent home and all the job and they ain't had nothing to know what to do, niggas turned towards drinking. That caused them to raise up bastard offspring who were just hyper emotional and just, man, shit just went to shit. Man, niggas take it personally, they internalize it, and they turn towards a substance. Now you got to keep working. You got to work through it. Yeah, you gotta work that shit away. As far as what type of work, nigga, your comedy outdated. You're gonna have to get a job like regular working people, the same type of people that send you money. You're gonna have to do what them niggas do. If that means you gotta work down at the Audis, that's what you gotta do. Cause you really have no skills. You can learn something real quick, but aside from animals, them animals gonna put you in debt. Because taking care of those animals when you don't have money coming in and those animals aren't making you money, they're costing you money. Like the upkeep on goats and 100 chickens and cows. Are you fucking serious? And you have no money coming in? You gotta let that shit go. You gotta sell those animals and put that towards a hustle. Use my life as a template if you need to. I done already provided the blueprint for you to do this. And then you can figure out what you're good at and invest your money in that shit. Them animals gotta go. That nigga lose his job, them animals gotta go. Only reason they got animals is because people paying for it. But yeah, cows cost some shit of money. If people, they watch Benjamin, I want cows too. Man, y'all know how expensive cows are. You know why dairy farmers have cows? Because they make money. They make money. It's like they make their money. It's an investment. That's what makes it an investment. You get the bread, that's money. You get the bread and you spend it on the cow. What do you do with the cow? We live in a part of the world where people are interested in this milk. We're not surrounded by farmers all over the place. And if we are, they doing something different. So we get to sell this milk. That's not going to give you but so much money. You're going to have to get in the butchering. And his heart ain't cut out for that. Yeah, that's the investment. If you get a cow, know what you're getting the cow for. Don't just get a cow because the apocalypse is coming and impending doom and you want to set up your own supply. Nah, get a cow for business purposes, because if not, that cow going to take you down. It's gonna drag you down to Chinatown, baby. I tell you what, I'm telling you something right now. That's why I call his animals props. They're not really making money. Farm stand, that's just bullshit. His money come from the people that watch him. So switching over to actually being able to provide for what you have using the work that you're capable of doing in the real world is going to be problemsome, but it can be done. It's going to be cumbersome, but it can be done. You could do it. Yeah, you could do it. He could do it. That shit becomes relying on people becomes a crutch. I know people, especially in today's time, people like community. We all rely on each other, interdependent. This shit sounds good, and it's good, you know. It has its place, but it can become a crutch in the fact that when you remove that aspect that's keeping you propped up, you fall down. You don't know how to get up. You don't know how to recover from that because you never had to live like that before. I mean, you left your mom and daddy. You was in Hollywood making like $60,000 to do a dumbass commercial, doing bullshit, like making funny money. Then you just got on some grifting shit and just people sent you money to fund your lifestyle after you sold the properties that you got using Hollywood money doing funny business. So once all that is taken out the equation, it's like you're old now too. Like you're 55 years old. You're gonna have to know what you're good at, and that mostly happens when men are younger. They figure this shit out. Like me, I'm young. I'm a young bull. He an old dude. He a boomer. So yeah, it's gonna be harder for him. You know the saying, can't teach a old dog new tricks. You know. That's why I say he can come work for me. He can come work for me. I give him a job. My shit not even seasonal though. Shit, I make money sometimes. I don't want shit. I don't want to break bread with you like we ain't on no official shit like that. But you ain't gonna be able to support a family of 4. I tell you that much. You can do grunt work. That go for anybody out there. Especially when you got a truck. He got a truck and a trailer. He gonna have to actually work. It can be done. He can do it. 55 is old. Hell yeah, it's old. Especially when you got to figure out something to do with your life to make money because you just had a whole bunch of kids and you got a wife that you was bragging about that doesn't have to work. When you done made a whole bunch of promises to a whole bunch of people and you have landowner responsibilities, that shit gonna compound the fucking problem. Depending on what state you live in, and you got land and you got trees on that land, it's your job to either hire somebody or go out there and fell the trees that are standing dead. Those standing dead trees are a fire hazard. You gotta cut that shit down. You gonna have to call somebody come out there and do some forestry mulching or some shit. You gotta take care of the land. That shit that shit costs money. You know? Or you gonna have to. It's a lot of things you could do, but yeah, somebody like him, I don't even think he mature enough to actually understand. He's more the run and gun. Like he doesn't really comprehend the type of shit he gets himself into because he has such a support system and he has a safety net. Like he can fall and people gonna prop him up. But when you remove that safety net and you like, oh shit, if I fall, nigga, I'm done. And it's not just about you. You ain't a young bull trying to figure this out. You old. You an old man with 4 sons, a wife that doesn't fucking work. So it's all on you. The pressure really on you. And a lot of men, they fold under that pressure. You know, not happy to say that, but a lot of men, that when that pressure bust pipes, the shit ain't like you a young boy getting kicked out your auntie house and you figuring out what you do. Nah, man, you got mouths to feed. You know, so having 4 cows and 80 chickens is definitely not going to support a family of 6. Not because you need money. You got to pay them bills. The tax man doesn't want to be paid in eggs. You can't pay them bills and that insurance with goat milk. So that's what I'm saying. This was an agricultural society, but it's not. That's fantasy world. So you either gonna have to figure out how to make them animals make money for you real quick, which I think is gonna be hard to do, because when you live in farmland or you out there in rural, everybody's pretty much farming their own shit. They're not gonna want to buy your milk because they got their own cows they gonna be milking. So at that point, you gonna understand why city people are important. Them the niggas that want your milk, because they want to get something that they just can't go down to Walgreens or Lidl's or Aldi's or Walmart and get. So that becomes a hot commodity. But in the areas where everybody's doing that, you ain't gonna get that shit off. Which is why the Amish deal with the English. Yeah? You know? Yeah, the Amish figured that out a while ago. The Amish out there, you got Amish in Mennonite community. They sling it, boy. They bit like the plug. They the plug for real. They come around the corner like drug dealer. Yo, I got that goat milk. I got that raw shit too, nigga. This shit raw, nigga. Unpasteurized, nigga. Was cracking. Nigga, 2 for 15. 2 for 15. Hurry up. Hell yeah. York right 3 degrees and Scottish is 32. I don't know why that's being brought up, but shout out to the Freemasons. I have no idea. So what's the answer? Is it oat? Nah, it's to go out there and get a job like me and like you, Freedom Me. That's the answer for him, specifically. This is a specific case. You know? You gotta man up. You gotta go out there, go get a job, or go provide a job. Or ask Steven Crowder for your old job back. There's nothing wrong with going back to the person that used to employ you and saying, I made a mistake. I was thinking maybe I can get my old job back. Freemasons do shoddy work. Your title, BG. Lord BG. Like medieval shit. Like, I'd definitely be a lord, and my wife would be a lady. Pardon me, Lady BGW. I hate to bother you a little bit, but would you like your cheese to be trimmed a little bit more? I can prune if you're not too pleased with. Lord BG, we have a little bit of marmalade left. Do you want it? Baron Barricade. Hell yeah. Your title to this video. Oh, on the thumbnail, on the left is pin oak, and on the right is maple. But they look similar, so that's why I accidentally got the maple thinking it was pin oak, but it wasn't. So the answer to the title is it oak is yes and no. Owen in Ukraine, worst welfare in history. It's just, man, it's a problem. It's not a problem. It's all well and good. Like a lot of YouTubers and people online supplement their income doing various things, but when all of your shit is just tied to this online, like some people just self-delude themselves because they have lived online, but they speak on matters of the reality and still talk about the dangers of the metaverse. When you making a life for yourself, I'm not even going to discourage. I'm gonna just say, man, be careful. Making a life for you, it includes relying on people, which is on Benjamin's case, relying on like advertising, sponsors, all these things, man. That shit. Man, that shit unstable. And then you want to talk about Bitcoin being unstable, nigga. That shit right there, nigga, relying on the bears, nigga. Them niggas. That's a man. People like that, they come and go. You gonna have certain, especially as a truther, as a self-proclaimed truther. The majority of a truther's audience comes from people who didn't know a thing and desire to learn about a thing. But then the truther doesn't think about what happens when after the people who I'm truthering to get the message and now they know the thing. Can I still truther to them as if they have just come into this knowledge? No. A lot of the truther audience moves on. They move on to actual things, actual practices. This is why you seen bears, they went over there, started watching Jim Bob, and they getting into Orthodox Christianity. Or you gonna have some people over there, they like, I done heard enough of this, the truth of shit. We already know all this shit. We know the Jews. We know you've been kicked off we know Joe Rogan is gay. They go off to go do something. And once they start doing the thing you've been preaching to them about, farming or otherwise, it's like, why am I even watching you? You stuck on this level. I have come from this level, got to your level, listen to you. Now I'm up here. You're still here. You're still stuck in elementary school. And you just learned how to put air in your tire at the age of 55. And you still buy firewood from Home Depot. And your crop rotation advice sucks. Why the fuck would I keep... And then you tell the same 3 jokes. It's the same shit on repeat. You know, people get tired of that, they move on. And when they move on, so does your money. So now you rely on bringing in new people. But even that is unstable as fuck, because depending on what the government may or may not be doing to excite people's emotions and opening them up to these alternative truths, depends on whether or not you got new people coming in to pay your bills. A lot of people have been through that and they see through it. So they're gonna be like, man, this shit sound good. He's spitting that truth for a little bit. But then they're gonna get to a point where they see your business plan and your farm doesn't involve animals, but it involves the people watching. They're gonna say, oh nah, we good on that. So that shit just all depends on a massive amount of variables. So you gonna feel this shit. You gonna go to your PO, that shit gonna be empty. Post office box empty. No fucking letter. Different new people coming in and out. New people you verifying. You don't even know these niggas no more. It's like you got some people from the core that was there from the start, but the rest of them is like new niggas. And the newer the niggas get, the less they pay. It's like the newer the niggas get, the newer the bears, the less they pay. Because a lot of people, especially online, have been grifted by somebody. So at this point, 2023, they're able to recognize it for what it is. Yeah. At which point, you have to provide a service. A magazine, the social media, Bear Target Time, all that shit. So they're gonna go over there and ain't even fuck with you. They just in it to meet other people. So now your numbers go down. Now you have to buy subscribers. You have to buy views. Like how you did on Instagram and Twitter. Specifically talking about Owen Benjamin here. I'm not talking about him. I'm just diagnosing the nigga seeking understanding. Like how I did Pol Pot. The Cambodian prime minister / dictator / crazy nigga. Yeah, I understand people. Big shout out to all the people that can make it on YouTube and all that stuff. It's very hard and complicated. Yeah, it's very hard and complicated. Yeah, shout out to all of YouTube. I ain't got nothing but love for all you niggas online getting shit cracking. Yeah, I ain't got all the, yeah, niggas online getting shit cracked. I just mean when I say people who make a lit, like when you look at Amanda Vollmer, she does the online thing, various sites, but she provides an exceptional service. She's great at healing. She has a specific skill set. I don't give a fuck what she says or how she says it. What she does in the real world is highly valued. It's informational. It can save lives, literally. Not just to listen to my stream on Trutherism and save a life. That shit can save lives. Yeah, and she a beast in the kitchen whipping up that workup. But she gonna throw out her truther memes and be posting and shit and doing the truther shit. You know, she gonna talk to you about that shit. But Amanda Vollmer, she has value in the real world. A lot of truthers, they don't have that. There's nothing else they can do outside of truthering. The other people on YouTube making a living, like the auto repair channels, man, them people, they deserve everything they get. The actual homesteading channels, like Tractor Time with Tim, Rock Hill Farm, and them niggas, even Outdoors with the More, because I know some of them, they just get products sent to them, but they actually know the source material. They know homesteading. They know the terms. They know what they're talking about, and they're not just playing with animals. They play with animals, and they show you how to work on tractors. They show you how to go out there and do land management. They show you how to go out there and maintain your forest. You know? Like, there's actual value there for when the YouTube shit goes away. The truther shit, that shit is just, that shit is done. Like on YouTube, on a lot of social media platforms, because a lot of the truther audience, they don't want to pay for shit. Because a lot of people feel like everyone is out to get them in this day and age. Everybody, they feel like they've been fucked over by the government. They done ran to the alternative sites and realized these alternative site ass niggas, they're just as weird as the fucking politicians. So now just because you come on the raid, it ain't like, yo, I'm going to give him my money. Nah. They ain't going to want to break bread with you. So getting into trutherism and for content, man, nah, nigga. Y'all tripping. Shout out to Live Free, Live Wild. He do the outdoors thing. People pay for that. You endorse certain products and you're known to be respectable. And yeah, you're gonna have certain endorsement, man. That shit just come with the territory. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Come with the territory. People want to support, chip in. You actually out there, you sleeping in the woods, pitching tents, showing people how to live, doing this, doing that. Yeah. But the days of talk, that shit coming to a head real quick. Because people are starting to realize what I realized a long time ago. Talk is cheap. My dad told me that. Talk is cheap. That's why I talk for free. My wood good though. Yeah, my wood good. Yeah, I like breaking people down. Truther stuff used to be more based in entertainment, like AOL chat rooms. Well, in my personal experience, not speaking for everybody, but just for me personally, it's become monotonous and predictable. It's like a movie. Like you can, like it's somebody that's new to you, but just like a movie, within the first 5 minutes, you can tell what they about. You like, I already know where he going with this. Like for the flat earthers, you come across a new flat earther, that shit's just not exhilarating no more. You like, I already know. He gonna sell you an app. He like, I got this app. You be like, you know, I seen it from Indeed. You know, it's not even the shit. Some things just get old, man. And don't take the shit personal. It ain't you. Man, it's just the times. Shit steady moving. Time moves with or without you. Just because you stuck on a certain branch of knowledge or a certain thing doesn't mean everybody that listen to you gonna be stuck on that. People outgrow people every day. You know? There's no doubt. I got 147,000 subscribers or some shit like that. Man, I be having 88 people in here. Hail Hitler, Trinity confirmed, all that shit. Illuminati, Medici family confirmed. Shit, I don't take that shit personal. Shit, I start watching high impact flicks for the same reason. I'm like, don't take him. It ain't personal. It just I already know. And this shit old. That first hit of flat earth is a hell of a drug, but it dwindles fast. It's like crack. Like crack cocaine. That first blast, that's what people say to do it. They like, all the blasts that come after that is just you chasing that first blast or high. It's just chasing. And sometimes people get tired of running, man. People get tired. People weary. You got a lot of people that done been beat down by every aspect of life. They weary. That's just people though. You can't hold people for it. You can't be mad at people. People outgrow me every day. Shit, you can't, that's what people do. You can't be mad. If we all at different stages and different learning stages in our life, you can't be mad at people for that. The same people used to like you yesterday, they may talk shit about you tomorrow. Man, that's people, son. That's people. That's just people. Ain't no getting around it. Ain't no avoiding it. I started a lot of conspiracy theories. Hell yeah, Watachi put in that work. Watachi one of the old, he one of the ones really put in that work. And he was there. Watachi was there on the conspiracy theory thing before it was a word. Watachi was there before Nixon. Watachi was there before Abe Lincoln. Watachi was the truther that was telling people that the sitting president is going to mobilize the military on Americans, on American soil, and people didn't believe him. And then the Civil War happened, and Watachi was. I told him that when I was there when I told him that was going to happen. He was there smoking the Marlboro Red, like I told him right there. I had my cowboy hat. I sure did. He was right there when Greece fell. Here goes the nerd Borp. Nah, that's Borp the dweeb. Yeah, that's Borp the dweeb. Yeah, that but he shout out to Borp the dweeb, the DeWalt fool. Y'all need to, and stop don't name people I've already named. Somebody tell Andrew Crucible, don't come in and try and rename Tyrone. I already gave him a name. I'm trying to name my people that I already gave names to. I told y'all I'm everywhere. I know everything. What did Borp ever do to you? That's the DeWalt homie right there. Nah, he the big DeWalt homie. His name Borp the dweeb. Nah, real shit. That's not even an ant. That shit sound hard. That shit, man. What, nigga? If it nigga, that shit. That's a hard ass nickname right there. Hey, fool. What they call you? Borp the dweeb. They be like, damn, give him your chain, nigga. He shouldn't even have to ask. Go ahead, take that shit off. Go ahead, get to that nigga Borp the dweeb. That sounds like somebody that's gonna go down in history for doing something. I don't know what it is, but they gonna be like, you gonna be reading your history books in the future. They gonna be like, yeah, and on this day, Borp the dweeb, woo woo woo. You be like, yeah, that's Borp the dweeb. BG is Wesley Snipes, just silent, blending in everywhere. Damn right, Jessica She. How you think I found you? Yeah. Yeah, Jessica, how you think I know you? Nah, real shit. Me and Jessica, she got a how we met internet story. At least from my perspective. It was on Officer Tatum's comment section. Like, he was selling masks or some shit, and she was the only one in there. Everybody was like, I absolutely love this mask. Everybody was in there. We love the mask. This nigga Officer Tatum, he was preaching against the mask, but he was selling them shits. And he put up like a little community post or whatever the case may be. And everybody, boom, 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 all the comments, positive, supported the mask, it's great, I like it. Jessica, she was the only fucking person in the whole comments that was just like, nigga, how you gonna talk bad about the mask, but you selling the same mask you talking bad about, or some shit like that? That shit, I think I commented on that shit. I was like, ooh. I was like, finally, somebody who see what I see. Yeah, I remember that. Jessica, I don't know if Jessica, she was here before that, but that's when I noticed her. And then I seen her in like the live chat, and I was like, yo, you the person that was in Officer Tatum comment section. Like, yeah, I know you. And then from there I was like, yeah, Jessica, she. My hustler is coming home. Man, look, Tyrone, you need to go ahead and grease the chassis. That need to be the first thing you do, because they're not going to do that. The people who was working on it, they. Fucking, oh, it's a 10-point buck just standing right there, like broad daylight, no fucks given. Yeah, you need to go ahead and grease that chassis. Oh, my lawnmower guy is crazy. Shout out to your lawnmower guy. Jim Bob is a gamer now. He on that Zelda. Man, everybody been talking about that shit. That Zelda Tears of the Wild Kingdom. Trail of the Wild, Call of the Wild, Breath of Wild, Tears of King, some shit. Yeah, that shit all the hype. BG is your smoker. Running, nah, that them folk over there, they preparing to have a little get together. Is it any good? I don't play Zelda games. I've never played a Zelda game in my life. I said, how can you complain about the mask but be making profit of it? You shady. There you go, people. That's what Jessica said to Brandon Tatum in his comment section. Hell yeah. I got 2 more questions, then I'm gonna get out of here. You gonna do a tutorial. You gonna do a tutorial on chassis greasing. Yeah, I do. For the lawnmower, it's just on 4 points. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna want to look on the lever to raise the deck. Look on either side, and you're gonna find Zerk fittings. Grease it. The caster wheels, it's extremely important you make sure you grease that. You're gonna find the Zerk fittings down there by the wheel, by the caster wheels. You need to grease that. Grease the chassis is just an old school automotive term. That's what they're supposed to do when you take your vehicle to a lube shop. The chassis is basically, it's denoting the frame, but it's basically mostly the front end components, like the tie rods, the sway bar links if they got them, the upper ball joint, lower ball joint, some people gearbox assemblies, the pitman arm, some people pitman arm, some people idler arm, and the idler arm bracket. Like all that needs to be greased. They just call that shit, instead of going down the line, they just say, yo, grease the chassis. Now it's lube the chassis. But that's the chassis. That's basically like the frame. Like when you hear people talk about like Jeeps, and you'll hear people say YJ, LJ, TJ, ZJ, XJ. Those are chassis codes. Those are the actual codes that the manufacturer gives to the chassis of that vehicle. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, I don't know, but there you go. I'm pretty new here. BG has a book. Hell yeah, you can pick it up at Ace Hardware. One question, BG. You ever rock a Speedo in the summer? It's awesome for the summer heat, especially when watering the watermelon in the front yard. In High Impact Flicks case, he wasn't able to remove the self-made option in the store. I can confirm it's like that. Man, shout out, man. High Impact Flicks, that's my nigga right there, man. I talk shit about him just on GP though. But that's my nigga right there, man. But yeah, I'm gonna talk shit about him. He's still a homie though. And he was selling them he was selling baby masks, and Anomaly called him out for it. That nigga Anomaly got up there, and then you know how Anomaly whine talks, and you have the nerve to be up here getting mad at me when I'm talking about voting, but you're over here, you're selling baby masks to all your followers. I'm like, what's going on with that? Like, why are you selling your followers baby masks and you're sitting up here talking about the mask? And I was just like, yeah, I gotta tap out. That nigga, that High Impact Flicks was in this square. He was just, Anomaly was in this square. And then you just then you want to talk about me and you're on Google. Dude, you're literally on working with Alphabet because you're on Google services called YouTube, and you're sitting here on a high moral horse and you're selling masks and you have an actual YouTube channel. I was like, then High Impact Flicks, he got into it with Richie from Boston. You know I'm rocking with Richie from Boston. Come on now. He done fucked around, got into it with Richie from Boston. I said, hell no, nigga, I'm rocking with Richie from Boston by default. Fuck your flashlight, nigga. Nah, all jokes aside, man. I love people, man. It is what it is. I just can't watch the nigga no more because his content is just monotonous. But that's no bearing on him personally. Matter of fact, if it wasn't for High Impact Flicks, a lot of you people wouldn't even be here. High Impact Flick, he was the first person, first big YouTube channel to share. What skit was it? he shared one of my videos. I forgot which one it was. He the mask, the one I did where I was talking about the mask. High Impact Flick shared that video and that shit blew up. After High Impact Flick shared that video, that's when I got like 10,000 new subscribers in that week. I had like I bullshit you not. I had about 50,000 subscribers. When High Impact Flick shared that mask video I did, I forget the name of it. My subscriber count within 1 week, my subscriber count went from 50,000 to 80,000 in 1 week. I was like, damn. And then that's when people found the Black Lives Matter skit. Because a whole bunch of Republicans, he brought the conservatives and the libertarians and Republicans. Like, that was High Impact Flicks. If it wasn't for High Impact Flicks, a lot of you niggas wouldn't even, y'all wouldn't even know. Yeah, shout out to High Impact Flicks. I'm going to talk shit about him, though. But it is what it is. He people, he already know what's up. And because on Benjamin, nah, that was always Brian from High Impact Flicks. By the time Owen wanted to do the interview with me, I had already had like shit 100, like well over 100,000 subscribers. And this was at the time Steven Crowder shared my shit. Alex Jones, he shared my shit on the InfoWars website. And a whole bunch of conservatives, they were spreading my skits around. And then that's when me and Owen Benjamin, we popped to do the interview. Because I opened myself up to do interviews after I did the first one with with my girl from Truther Talks. And then we collaborate on skits, and people's like, oh, he doing interviews? So it was like, when we pop from there. Then I'm like, I don't know how to do, like, I don't have a laptop and all this extra shit. So I was giving people my number. People had my number, like Truther Talks, she got my number. Like, I did one with Freedom Inc. He send the link to my phone. Like for the, I forget how, I don't know, Zoom. I did one with Liberty Luck. People sending my phone, so that's how on Benjamin, he had my number. He had to send that shit to my phone because I wasn't doing the email shit. Niggas just sent the link to the phone, click on the shit, boom, bring you up in there in the app. I did all my interviews from this same phone that I'm using right now to record this live stream. This is Samsung Note Galaxy 8, bullshit you not. All my interviews, except for the one I did with Raging Dissident. I did that one on this while I was at work. But yeah, all these niggas, they got my number. I don't even think I got Raging Dissident number no more, because this is a new phone. But yeah, on Benjamin, I gave my number so he could send me the link. Man, that nigga on Benjamin, he gonna talk to you. Yeah, Verstein here, man. Man. I told Verstein when she said she was coming to DC for the Trump rally shit. I was like, man, holla at a nigga. Like, you coming to DC and you don't even got to worry about a hotel, none of that shit. Like, me and my wife, we got you. You can come crash out here. But she want to be slick. She ain't even let a nigga know. She was just like, yeah, I ain't want to. I was like, nah, see, you was out there in that bullshit. Done got kicked out of the hotel because you ain't want to wear a mask. I was like, look, you had a nigga right down the street. So how the fuck you gonna come to DC and not see me? Yeah, nigga, this is my town. Not really, I'm not even really. But yeah. Just to be braggadocious about something. Yeah, nigga, this is my town. DC my town. Man, nigga, fuck you mean coming out here not even gonna see it? But yeah, that's how that went. But yeah, on Benjamin, he gonna talk to you. Bruh, if that nigga got your number, Paraplegic Bear too. He and the paraplegic never had my number. He was in my DMs. Swear. Yo, paraplegic, yo, that nigga is something else, son. Yo, Paraplegic Bear, you in here? That nigga is something else. I bullshit you not. He gonna keep sending them, he gonna keep trying to talk to you. Think I'm lying to you fucking want to. That nigga gonna keep on Benjamin the same fucking way. That nigga, he gonna send you little stupid shit like a little schoolgirl, like real shit. That how I was like, he like a big man, boy, baby, teen. Pre-adolescent nigga. He a man, baby, boy, teenager. Pre-adolescent nigga, young adult. This nigga sending me memes of stupid shit and songs and like, hey, look what I found on the internet. Just little stupid shit. Like, you know how your wife will send you stupid shit? Like, just be cause she on Instagram or she done seen something funny, she gonna send it to you and be like, look, yeah, that was that nigga. Yeah, he'll send you the text messages out the blue. He doesn't adhere to the same man code that I do. When y'all know the live stream I was talking about this shit. Like me and Freedom Inc. adhere to the same man code. On Benjamin, he wants to talk for no reason. Yeah, he a talker. Nah, he gonna send you. Yeah, he is. Y'all think that shit a joke? It's not a joke. I'm not lying. He will send you a late night text. This nigga doesn't sleep or log off the computer. He doesn't log out. That nigga's just scouring the internet for content to consume. This nigga's like a black hole, just going to and fro, just I don't even know what to call that shit, but he worse than my wife with that. She'll send me little goofy shit. She'll send me hey, this nigga on Benjamin going, he can shit. You be like, all right, bro. You know, you don't want to be rude to a nigga, but you like, you know. Yeah, he gonna talk. Yeah. Dudes need to chill after 9. Nah, it's like, it'll be 10 o'clock for him, but it will be 1 o'clock in the morning for me. I'm on the East Coast. He out there in Idaho. So I understand that, but you still don't talk to nobody. Like, it's after 9 o'clock on your end. So it's 12 for me. It's after 12 for me. I'm in the bed, Holmes. Like, you, like, even before that, don't know, man, just text somebody a little emoji with little goofy, like, nah, nigga, we. O'Darn the same. O'Darn not like, I'm just saying O'Darn is like O'Darn, we adhere to the same man code. Like O'Darn, he gonna want you to watch these little movies. Like he be like, hey, you seen that? Yeah, he not really that nigga on Benjamin, he's something else though. He gonna keep. I got 2 more questions. Just working, looking for parts for an ice machine for a mini market. That's what's up. BG and Owen were married in a past life. You think, and the way that the text come from the nigga, you think it's just you. But like he does that to everybody. It's like, nah, see, I'm like, he just. Like you think he just sending the shit to you? He's sending that shit to everybody he fucking know. He said, oh, he just, it's like he just hit the contacts list and just be like, send. He like, damn, dog, all right, bro. Like he needs you to believe what he believes and to see what he sees into. Like you'll fuck around and be like, okay, I get it. And you don't even get it. You just don't want him to elaborate. Them text messages, they gonna come. They gonna come. He gonna hit you with that dimension talk too. I got one more question. BJ, I went from auto mechanic to refrigeration mechanic, less physical work. I'm not mad at any auto repair technician for getting out of that field. That shit tough money. It's hard on your body. It makes you it's one of those things. It's one of those things that you do, that you start out, you love to do it, but the more you do it, you hate it. Like you've been to a garage, you see the master tech, you see the old, it's always an old nigga hunchback. He just like, and you wheel your car in there, he like, he didn't start out that way. He used to be, hey, a new car, yes, yeah. But along that shit just burned you out quick, man. It burned you out quick. And then throughout the course of your career, you do like 2 Nissan Altima power steering pumps, and yeah, you burnt out. Is that butterfly sex? What is that? Stop having sex. Yeah, you just get burnt out on that real quick. BG, do you hike in your parts? We do, occasionally. Like we got a park right there, a little forest. All right, Faye, you can close the door. I'm out. Oak, maple.